Welcome in the world of artificial intelligence under artificial intelligence using Python series of lectures. We are studying search methods. Hi, I am Dr. Sunil from GCS Solutions. The contents of this lecture are we are going to learn the implementation of different AI algorithms. So of that we'll see the very first implementation, that is simple search 2 algorithm. Along with that, we'll also learn goal test and MoveGen functions implementation, which is part of simple search 2. So before getting into the implementation of simple search 2, let us see the graph on which the algorithm operates. So here is the graph having 4 nodes A, B and C, 4 nodes A, B, C, D. It has the set of edges like A to B, B to C, A to C, C to D and B to D. So that is given here. It is also given the start and the goal node. So it is maintained as a list like start and goal. So A is the start and D is the goal. So we have to start with A and we have to keep traversing the state space of the given graph till we reach to the goal node. Now this graph is represented using the state space. So here is the state space. A is the root at which we have to start the search. At the next level of this state space search tree, the immediate successor of A and B, A are given, that is B and C. At the next level of the tree, the immediate successor of B and C are given. So B has immediate successor A, C and D. These are the nodes directly connected to B, and these are also child of B. So that is represented here. For C as well, it is A, B, D. Now D is appearing at 2 point as it is part of B and C as well. So D has immediate successor B and C. So here these B and C are lying at the next level. Now this state space is basically a tree representation, but we can't provide this diagram to our algorithm. Algorithm will not operate on the diagram. Rather, we need to represent the state space using some proper data structure that can be adjacency matrix or adjacency list. So here the appropriate data structure, rather I say the most appropriate data structure in Python is dictionary, which is nothing but a set. What is this dictionary? It is a set of elements having key value pair. Now key is the node and values are the immediate successor. So here for example A is the node and the immediate successor of A are B and C, which is maintained as a list in the Python. So here key values are used. So for our graph there are 4 nodes, so that's why there are 4 elements in this dictionary. First element A having BC as the immediate successor, second element B having ACD as the immediate successor, third is C having ABD as a immediate successor, and fourth is D having B and C as the immediate successor. With this data structure, our algorithm will understand what the graph is and will simulate on this given information. Now here, before we get into the actual simple search 2 algorithm, we have two sub algorithms used in simple search 2 algorithm, that is MoveGen and goal test. Now before I start with the explanation of these algorithms, in the code some global data structure is used. For example, the successor list, which is nothing but a dictionary, a key value pair. So all the nodes appear in the graph are represented here along with their immediate successor. So this is the global data structure, and again we have a global variable A which keeps the track of the node at which we have to start. Then goal represent the goal which is to be found by traversing the state space. Close initially empty, this is the global variable, list variable. Now here a list function of the Python is called to initialize this close to empty list. Now success and failure, these are the two boolean variables which helps us to return the status of the algorithm, whether algorithm has found the goal node, that is success, and if it has not found the goal node, that is the failure. To understand the functioning of all the algorithms like simple search 2, goal test or MoveGen, please watch the video lecture 4 of this series. That is, for complete understanding of this particular algorithm, you have to first watch lecture video 4, in which I have covered all the practical and the logical aspects of simple search 2 algorithm. In this presentation, my intention is just to help you out or to make you understand how to transfer the logical steps into actual coding. That coding can be implemented in any language you know, but here I prefer Python, which is more, or rather I'll say most efficient for AI programming as well. So here the goal test function is implemented. Now if you see, n equal to goal is the test condition, and if this is true it returns true, otherwise it returns false, and that is straight away transferred into if statement. If n equal to goal, then return true, otherwise return false. So this is the simple way of transferring our logical thought, that is the algorithm or function, into actual code. Now for MoveGen, so we have defined here MoveGen. Now here new list is the list wherein the elements which are the successor of given node n are stored. Now here this new list is created using new list variable, that is list variable, and list function is called to create a empty list. Now here for n in S, do this. So this n is the node which is to be first taken into consideration, and that node is searched in the successor list. So our successor list is maintained using the global data structure, that is the dictionary data structure called succlist list, successor list. So this task of searching the given node in this list of the successor is very easy. It is achieved using if statement of the Python. If n in successor keys. Now what this successor dot keys function returns, it returns the keys. Now what are the keys present in our successor list? Those keys are nothing but the 4 nodes of the graph A, B and C. And if A happens to be the node to be searched, then A is searched in this key list. And if key is found, then obviously the immediate successor of that particular node, that is the children of that node n, are stored in new list, and that is achieved by simple statement new list, that is new underscore list is equal to this dictionary. To this dictionary, if I say n, that means if my n happens to be A, then it will return the values of that particular key, and that is stored in new list. Here I print the new list so as to check what is stored in new list, and that new list is returned to the goal test function, which is nothing but the output of MoveGen function, which is given to the actual simple search algorithm to perform the further operations. Here simple search algorithm is implemented. Now simple search algorithm has two local lists, that is open and closed. So open is initialized with the start. So here that is achieved using open list. So focus on the code where I'm pointing. So open equal to start. So we take a start point, which is A in our case, and it is stored in the open list. So that's why the square brackets are appearing around the start. Now close is initially empty. So that is achieved just by creating a closed variable and calling the list function. Now while open not empty, perform this loop operation. That is achieved using while loop of the Python. So open list is checked with the len function. So len function will return non-zero value if list has some elements, and 0 value if list is empty. So this statement is transferred in this way. Now here some printf, additional printf statements are used. For example, print some dot dots, that is to separate the output of each of the iteration. Now thereafter, here algorithm picks some node n from open. So that is achieved by simple statement. So in this case, particular case, I pick the first node of the open list always. Otherwise, I may even pick randomly any node, but for simplicity and to understand this algorithm at first glance, I prefer to pick always the first node. So how that first node is extracted from the list? So list elements are indexed with 0, 1, 2, like first element has index 0, second element has index 2. So I here use index 0 for the open list, that because of this the first element will be taken, and that is assigned to n. Now whatever we have picked or that algorithm picks, that is removed from the open, and this statement is transferred by simple statement we call del function. So del function is called, and this first element which is picked is deleted. After that, the picked element is added to the closed, and this is union operation, and this union operation tells us that if n is already appearing in the closed, then that should not be added again. So in union, common elements will be appearing only once, and this is achieved by simple if n is not in closed. This not in operator helps us to check whether n is in close or not. If it is not, then append it, add it at the end. If it is, then this operation will not happen. After that, close is print. Now this goal test function is called, and the test condition decides whether if part is executed or else is executed. So that is achieved using simple if statement. Now goal test is called. It will return either true or false. If it is true, then it will return success, and success is our boolean variable. And if it is not true, then it gets into else part. Now what is there in else part? Whatever node we have picked, which is not the goal node, will try to get the immediate successor of that node, and that is basically achieved through moveGen function. So here moveGen function is called, and these moveGen elements are added to the open. But before adding moveGen elements to the open, the elements in the closed are removed, so that there will not be repetition of the loop infinitely. So for that, this moveGen is called, and these moveGen elements are stored in the local variable of this algorithm, that is called moveGen. This is the list variable that is printed here. After that, whatever is there in the closed, so for val in the closed, and if that val is in the moveGen, then you have to remove that val from the moveGen. This operation moveGen minus closed is achieved with this for if and this remove function of the Python. After that, whatever is left after performing this operation, that is added to the open. That addition is union, basically union operation, and union operation avoids the duplication of the already existing elements. So here that is achieved using this for loop for val in moveGen. If val not in open, then add that value which is in the moveGen to the open. So it is achieved with these three statements. After that, open is printed just to see what is the status of the open list, and after this closed elements are copied in the global closed, so that we may do some further processing on the closed element, which are basically generated by performing the operations of the simple search on the given graph. So here, if the algorithm is not able to find the goal, it will return the failure. Otherwise, it returns success if this test condition is true. Hope you understood this operation. Again, I recommend you to watch video lecture 4 for the actual operation of this simple search 2. Here my intention was just to make you understand the simple transformation of thought process into code. Hope you understood this. Now here is the output. So this simple search 2 algorithm is called. So here is the driver code that is called, and one result variable is used to check whether the value written by simple search algorithm is true or false. If this algorithm could find the goal, the value written is true, otherwise it is false. and here print statement is used to print the closed element, and closed elements are the elements wherein the entire path is traced if goal is found, and even if goal is not found, the nodes, whatever nodes are visited, irrespective of whether the condition is true or false, whether we have reached to the goal node or not, that closed will always keep the list of nodes visited, and result will help us to see whether the goal is reached or not. Now I have executed this program, that is simple search.py program in Anaconda, and here is the output. So algorithm starts with A. Now A is added to the closed. Then as A is not goal, this moveGen function will return the immediate successor of A, that is B and C. Now that B and C are the contents of moveGen, and these contents are added to the open by removing whatever there in the closed. Now in closed there is A and in open BC, so there is no need to remove anything from the open. In next iteration, it takes the first node of the open. Now open has B and C as the elements, which is the output of the first iteration. Now in second iteration it picks B. Now as B is not goal, in close that B is added. Now immediate successor of B are A, C, D. Those are written by moveGen, which are stored in moveGen variable of the simple search 2 algorithm. After that, the open is updated. Now in moveGen there are ACD, but in close there is A and B. So obviously whatever is there in close, that is removed from moveGen. So in close there is A and B, and in moveGen it is ACD. So there is only one element A which is duplicated. So that is removed, and whatever remains, that is added to the open. So in case of open, C and D will be the elements. That is the new elements. And with this new open, next iteration starts. So it picks the first node C. Again C is not goal node, so that is added to the closed. Now what are the immediate successor of C? It is ABD. Now again moveGen returns ABD, and these moveGen elements are added to the open. But you know well, whatever is there already in the open, that is removed. Means I mean to say, if whatever there in the close that appears in the open, that is removed and open is updated. Now at last we have only one element in the open, that is picked, and as it is goal, it returns success. And here the print statement prints the status of the open and the result of the algorithm, that is true. So here the path found is A to B, B to C, and C to D. So this way this algorithm works. Hope you have understood the algorithm. Practically, I suggest you to go to the description section of this video, see the code is already given, copy the code and paste it in some editor, execute the code and try to understand this algorithm practically. Dear learners, how was the lecture? Please subscribe to the GCS Solutions if you have not yet subscribed. Like the video if you really like it, share among the friends and comment for the improvements. Just to remind you again, code of this lecture is given in the description section. You may go and get the code over there. We are GCS Solutions, making technology easy to learn. Till next lecture, be intelligent.